It's the ability to sit, I call it flat-footed, and just be comfortable in who I am and be appreciative of the community that I have created around myself and my husband.
And yet it is also a time for advocacy. I think that there is still, even in 2022, so many stereotypes of what a gay man or a gay woman should look like. So for me, it is part of that advocacy of not only can I just be who I am and be comfortable with that and be safe in speaking about it, but I can also, it gives me a forum to have that conversation.
One of the things I think is really important, and I'll take this role even on myself, showing up for others and letting them know, we see you, we are excited for Pride Month, we recognize what this month actually stands for, and that we have come a long way, and yet we have a long way to go.
For our employees who are in the LGBTQ community, being mindful of their mental health. They may be struggling through Pride Month. Maybe they're not as accepted in their community by their family.
Inclusion it's an action word. It's an action word. It's not just something you can put on paper or on a fancy bulletin board. It's an action word. It's about your deeds.
It is an action, it is an inclusive word, it is a muscle you have to build and then maintain. So I think making the seat at the table if one doesn't exist, making sure that we are representing those perspectives actively are really important.
I do think that starts at the top and it does flow on down, and it has to be a core value of that organization.
If you're authentic to yourself, the advice is just be exactly yourself. And there's not a mold or a model. I think it's been a theme. If you're gay, then you must do or be the following things. And that is, now that you have identified yourself that way, then here are the rules of engagement. And I'm gonna tell you, shake that off, be your person, figure out what it means for you, with you, for your people, with your community.
You have a lifetime to work that out. You have a lifetime. You don't owe the good thing about life is you don't owe anyone any explanation but yourself as to who you are.
Labels can be useful, right? But they can also kind of muddle it when you're trying to figure out yourself. So I think it's important, like you said, to kind of remember you don't need those labels. You're gonna change, you're gonna evolve through life, so you don't have to figure it out.
It's not having to put a label on yourself and then here I'm now labeled and I can't go back. It's just being who you are and being okay with it.
You guys have been amazing, and it's been so great to get to connect with you all and appreciate the candid discussions. I think it's super important.